Hello everybody. Once again, I'm TheFish, and I'm here to bring you guys another awesome StarCraft 2 cast. Now we're going to have a really interesting battle here today. It's one of my favorite maps, it's one of my favorite matchups, and it's two really good players. So, spawning in the bottom left corner as the blue Zerg on Daybreak, we have SlayerS, Coca. Spawning in the top right corner of the map Daybreak is the yellow Protoss. We have New Star Hoseo, Sage. Now, the reason I say that this is the battle of the all killers is that both of these players have recently come off of all kills in various leagues. SlayerS Coca, he's a Code S player. He was defeated in the round of 8 though, but he's really good. And he came off an all-kill of Prime last week in the GSTL, so that's pretty damn impressive. Of course, SlayerS is the team that's run by SlayerS Boxer, and he's kind of a legend in his own right. Some of it call this the Emperor's Army, the Emperor's Militia. So SlayerS is a really good team, and Sage, he's kind of a bit more up and coming of a player. He was in Code A, but he also came off of an all-kill in IPL. In IPL's Team New Challenge 2, he all-killed Startail. So two really good players, both hailing from Korea, obviously. And this is going to be Daybreak, so we're going to have to see what goes on here. It's an interesting matchup. Typically, I'd say this favors the Zerg a little bit because it's a more macro-oriented map. But Protoss have been developing some strategies to kind of keep up with the macro of Zergs. So Sage is going to be stealing a couple minerals here. You know what would be interesting? I'd love to see a game where it comes down to like the last 2 units, and then the Protoss maybe wants to throw down a simulator, but he can't because he's only got 70 minerals because the Zerg stole 5 minerals. I think that would just be the most epic game ever. And then you could directly attribute the victory to the stealing of those 5 minerals by the scouting unit. But you know, I haven't seen that happen yet, but you might one of these days. Those 5 minerals might come into play at some point. So Sage is going to be blocking this hatchery here, and that's going to force Coca to get a couple Zerglings to deal with this. So it will delay the hatchery a little bit. It's not a huge big deal though, as it does set back Sage a little bit. And oh no, run away little probe! Dun, 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 dun. These Zerglings are going to probably chase down and murder that probe. If he manages to get home, that'll be impressive. Sage is actually blocking off his... He's not going for a Forge Fast expand, so maybe Sage wants to do some sort of a 1 base play. He's saving up a lot of energy, and that is an indication to me that he wants to do some sort of early gateway attack, whether it be 3-gate or 4-gate or even some sort of 5-gate Zealot play. Right now it's looking like a 4-gate for Sage, and that is unusual. And, well, what did... he did scout this. Coca did scout this, so it's not terribly, it's viable. How much he's chrono boosting the crap out of this Cyber Core, so that's definitely going to be a 4-gate, yeah. So 4 gateways coming down, and what is Coca going to do to respond to this? It seems like he does know that there's no natural expansion down for Sage at the moment, so he might, if he's smart, he'll just stay on 2 bases. He won't try and take the 3rd. And ooh, sneaky pylon. And I don't know, Coca doesn't seem to have seen this at all. So Coca did see the front entrance, so he's gonna know something's up. But how is he gonna really deal with this? And Sage now coming in here with 1 Stalker. He does have a forward pylon set up in a really nice spot. So this normally would just be a bit of harassment, but in this case it's looking like Sage is going to go all in with this, and here we go. We're going to start seeing some warp-ins very shortly. Sage doing some harassment. He's throwing down another pylon, and this is looking more and more all in by the second. 4 Zealots coming down, so Sage is going nuts here, and he needs to engage these Zerglings with the Zealots. He needs to do some really good micro here, and that is a lot of Zerglings, man. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but there's no speed. Speed is about to finish, and he's going to get a full surround on all these units, but there's a ton of Zealots. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Will it be enough? Now the speed's done, the Stalkers are going to get trapped, and oh, nice micro by Sage. He's actually going to save them, and more Stalkers, another Warpin coming in. Now Coca's going to go for this pylon, But defending this with just Zerglings is going to be tough because another warping round is going to be coming in here. And, ooh, supply block for Sage. That's going to hurt. He needs to throw down another pylon if he wants to continue this pressure. So Sage looks like he wants to move in here. He's going to do some damage. He's getting another pylon, forward pylon. He's going right into the main base. And Coca, he's looking like he's having a little bit of trouble. And, oh, the force field goes down. The force field goes down, and there's no way that these Zerglings are getting into the main, but a full surround now coming in. He's going to lose a lot of drones, but it looks like he's going to be able to hold this off. Zealot's getting a ton of kills, and if this is going to be completely shut down, it looks like a full surround. Probes coming, drones going back to work. All these pylons are going to be destroyed, and what is Sage going to do to follow this up? Now, the supplies are pretty even, and 49 units lost for Coca defending that, and he's only got, wow, he's only got a few, wow, 10 drones to 20 probes, so enough damage was done by that for Sage to maybe continue this game for much longer. And it's going to be interesting to see how he wants to handle this, because now we're in a very non-standard game. Coca moving around the map with these speedlings. He's looking for pylons. He wants to make sure that he can do as much damage, he can punish his opponents as much as possible for doing this. And it looks like he wants to expand, maybe? He doesn't have any minerals at the moment. And whoops! Zergling's coming in here now. Definitely going to try and deny this expansion for as long as possible while he continues to drone up. Supplies are starting to even out a little bit. More drones coming in. And the income's about even, and that's because Coca, he actually is able to saturate 2 bases instead of just 1, so he gets a more efficient use of his fewer units. So, Sage, now he's throwing down the Nexus, and it begs the question, was this kind of Sage's plan the whole time? Because, on this map, Zergs like to be, they like to macro up. They like to get a 3rd hatchery. They like to go for roaches. They like to try and get broodlords. But Sage's saying, no, we're going to do this my way. If you want to play with me, you got to go 1 or 2 base play. We're going to make it a micro battle, definitely. So Coca wisely still running around with these Zerglings. A lot of sentries now, though, for Sage, and I'm not sure that Coca is going to be able to really do much except continue to drone up. So we're actually kind of entering the stage where the game is kind of settling back into a normal sort of rhythm. But, what is Sage going to do here? He does get a little out of position. With his units, and well, he's going to continue to try and macro up. So he does have this Nexus coming out. It's about to finish, but Coca, he's looking to be in a pretty good spot here. And now Coca's going for a run by. He's going to go right into the main, it looks like. No. He's not going to be able to do much of anything at all. And Coca continuing to ups. He's going to get that probe. And wow, Sage just says GG. So that's interesting. I'm not really sure why. Let's check. Well, I guess that's why. 48 probes, 48 drones now to 25 probes, and well, a failed 4-gate, I guess, is not really something that's easy to recover from, and Sage is just continuing, just by using these Zerglings to be annoying. Sage just wasn't able to get any more probes out. The Nexus took too long to finish, and yeah, I would say Coca was in a really good spot there. So yeah, well, good game, I guess. Bit of a tough one for Sage. His 4-gate did a lot of damage, but it just didn't quite do enough. So if he was able to kill his hatchery, it might have been a different story. Anyway, good game. Thanks for watching, guys.